Hope you all are doing good. I am Nisha, your English teacher. In the previous class, what we have learned? We have learnt about parts of speech. Do you remember what we have learnt? We have learnt about parts of speech. In that, what are parts of speech? How many parts of speech are there? Types of noun. The very first and foremost was noun. And we have learnt two types of noun. If you remember, let me explain you one more time. It was common noun and proper noun. What is common noun? Anything in general. Okay, anything which is common. And what is proper noun? A particular thing or a specific thing. There are two nouns we have learnt in the last class. Now today we are going to learn about remaining nouns. The third one is collective noun, and the fourth one is countable and uncountable noun. Fifth one is abstract noun. Sixth one is material noun. Okay, let's have a look, children. Collective noun. Okay, what is collective noun? Collective noun are names for a collection of a number of people or things. Okay, collective nouns are names for a collection or a number of people or things. That means, see, more than one person, more than one animal, anything, that is always considered as a group, that is always considered as a collection, that is always considered as a gathering. Okay, so those things more than one is always considered as a collection, considered as a collective noun. Some examples I have given for you. Some groups of things also have their own special collective nouns. For example, a bunch of bananas. Okay, if there is a one banana, we won't be considered as a collection, we won't be considering as a group. Okay, if there is a one banana, it will be a singular. It is, I am talking about single banana, but here I am talking about a bunch of bananas. So a bunch is always considered as a group, it's considered as a collection. So that particular word, a bunch, is a collective noun in the first sentence. Okay, second one is a bouquet of flowers. So what is collective noun in there? Bouquet. The third one is a range of mountains. What is collective noun? Range. The next one is a flock of sheep, then a pack of cards, a cluster of grapes. So have you observed, children, here everything is a collection. It is not a singular thing. I am not talking about a single thing, I am talking about a more than one thing. Okay, so I hope you understood, students, what is collective noun. Okay, now let's go to the other one. The next one is countable and uncountable noun. Okay, fine. Now what is countable noun? Countable nouns are very simple. It can be singular or plural. For example, 4 apples, 7 men. Okay, so the countable noun will be always considered as a common noun. But now what is the thing like? There will be a number in front of that noun. It can be like 4, it can be 5, it can be 6, like numbers you can see in that particular noun, in front of that particular noun. Now in uncountable noun, what is that? Let me explain you. Uncountable noun are substances, concepts, etc. that we cannot divide into separate elements. We cannot count them. For example, water, milk, butter, power, etc. Now students, have you observed that countable nouns we can easily count? Okay, that is also a common noun, but we can easily count. Even the uncountable noun is also a common noun, but it cannot be counted. Just imagine, children, can you count the water? Can you count the milk, butter? No, we cannot count it. It is uncountable. Okay, so these are the two nouns what we have learnt, collective noun and countable nouns. Let's move to the next noun, abstract noun. Okay, what is abstract noun? An abstract noun is a word which names something that you cannot see, hear, touch, smell or taste. Okay, now let me give some examples. Ideas, fear, strength, anger, etc. Now students, I want to tell you one thing, like, can you abstract noun is something that you cannot see. Okay, you cannot hear, you cannot touch, but you can sense it. Correct, you can sense it, you can feel it. That is something called abstract noun. Suppose idea and fear, can you see them? No. Can you touch them? No, but you can always sense them. Okay, strength, can you see the strength of a person? No, you can feel it. Oh, that person is very strong. Some examples I have given you in sentence. Let's have a look, students. They laughed at my idea. So what is the abstract noun in that? Okay, idea. Okay, idea is the word which is abstract noun in that particular sentence. Second one is she will defeat them. Okay, what is the abstract noun? defeat. What is the abstract noun in that particular sentence? Defeat. So can you see the defeat? You can only feel it. Okay, somebody will fight the battle and come, and somebody will defeat somebody. So okay, you will understand fine. That defeat word is, you cannot see but you can sense it. Okay, that person has defeated the opponent. Okay, the opposite person. Now the next one is material noun. Okay, what is material noun? A material noun is that which refers to a material or substance from which things are made. For example, silver, gold, iron and cotton. See, one thing you have to remember, material noun means it is also a noun, but the thing is what? It can be that from that substance, from that particular material, something else you can make it. Okay, something else. Like suppose if wood is there, from wood you can make a furniture, correct? Suppose gold is there, from gold what you can make? You can make ornaments, you can make jewelries. Okay, in the same way iron is there, you can make some iron substances from the iron material. Okay, now some examples also I have given in this. The bottle is made of glass. Okay, so from glass what all things you can make? You can make many things. You can easily make bottle from the glass. The use of a coal has decreased over the years. Now what is the material noun in that? The material noun is coal. So students, what we have learnt in today's class, previous class we have learnt about common noun, proper noun, and now today what we have learnt? Collective noun, countable and uncountable noun, abstract noun and material noun. Related to that I have given you homework, students. Just have a look. What is collective noun? Give some examples in words. What is countable and uncountable noun? You have to give some example in words. What is abstract and material noun? Again you have to give the examples in words. Now decide these nouns are countable and uncountable. I have given you few sentences. So you have to read that sentence and find it out which one is countable and which one is not countable. Okay, uncountable, that means. Now the fifth one is identify the collective noun, abstract noun, material noun and write in separate headings. Again I have given you few sentences, students. So what you have to read the sentences and find it out. What is the collective noun, what is the abstract noun and what is the material noun, and you have to write it in the separate heading from these sentences. Okay, hope you understood, students. If you have any concerns, if you have any doubts, you can post it in the group. I will be explaining you the same. Okay, thank you children. Stay safe, stay healthy.